Good morning and welcome to downtown Richmond, Virginia. I'm Kelly Lemon and I am so excited to be joining you for Venture Richmond's Downtown Annual Update. I've been loving Richmond for the last 25 years, first as an employee at VCU and now as a business owner and investor on Broad Street. Like many of you here today, I champion all things downtown. We've recently marked the 40th anniversary of one of Venture Richmond's predecessor organizations, Richmond Renaissance. Richmond Renaissance was a pioneering organization that very intentionally brought together a diverse group of leaders to partner with the city to revitalize downtown. This public-private partnership was groundbreaking compared to other downtown organizations nationwide. Its leadership was a catalyst for many of downtown's anchor assets, propelling us into the future, such as the Biotech Research Park, the Riverfront and Canal Walk, and the Performing Arts Center, to name a few. After two mergers 17 years ago, Venture Richmond formed with a mission to engage business and community leaders in partnering with the city to ensure the economic vitality of the community, particularly downtown, through economic development, marketing, promotion, advocacy, and events. The results of Venture Richmond's efforts can be seen and felt throughout downtown, an area covering hundreds of blocks. And while it's a big, dynamic area, it represents only 5% of the city's land area, but it also represents almost 30% of the citywide land value. On average, each square mile of downtown land is worth $3 billion, more than 5 times higher than elsewhere in the city. Today, our downtown continues progressing with development and new businesses announced daily. While many downtowns are suffering as employees continue to work from home following COVID, Richmond sees about 85% of its workforce back in person most of the days of the week. So let's talk a little bit more about what's going on downtown. As downtown continues to rebound from COVID, the Broad Street corridor in the Arts District continues to evolve. You might remember last year that we closed this meeting by awarding the first of 10 Broad Street tenant grants to Noah Odo, owner of Charged Up. That grant was a result of the Commonwealth of Virginia awarding Venture Richmond $100,000 to work with the Metropolitan Business League to recruit 10 new small, women, minority, and immigrant-owned businesses to fill street-level vacancies on Broad Street. These new businesses have joined the restaurants, retailers, galleries, and other small businesses that have called Broad Street and the Arts District home for years. And more businesses are opening along the corridor. Another great partnership with the NBL allowed Venture Richmond to launch a graffiti blitz along the Broad Street corridor. The Broad Street corridor is often described as the front door to our city, home to City Hall, galleries, theaters, restaurants, hotels, our Regent Convention Center, and the capital of the Commonwealth. Venture Richmond hopes to work with the city to continue to invest in this graffiti cleanup effort going forward. Through the NBL's 2020 We Care Fund, $70,000 has been allocated for Broad Street beautification efforts or improvements. In early 2022, Venture Richmond worked with our contractor to inventory more than 15,000 square feet of graffiti on Broad Street from Belvedere to Fifth. Using the We Care funds, more than 50 properties were cleaned of graffiti, some more than once, at no cost to the property owner. Just north of historic Jackson Ward in the Arts District is one of the city's newest development areas, the City Center Innovation District. Let's hear from Chandra Brigman, President and CEO of Activation Capital, who can share more about the evolution of the Virginia Biotech Park and its role in the Innovation District development.
My name is Chandra Brigman, and I'm President and CEO of Activation Capital. So the Biotech Park was built, as I said, over 25 years. It's a 34-acre urban park. It houses over 7 companies, small, medium, and large, who are focused on life sciences, health sciences, and technology. And we were fortunate to have the Governor and the General Assembly award $15 million to Activation Capital to both expand the Biotech Park here in downtown Richmond and to help grow the advanced pharmaceutical manufacturing cluster. And that will put Richmond in the ranks with many regions around the country, building these live, work, play that is focused on innovation and entrepreneurship, focused on high-paying jobs, and just making downtown Richmond livable, workable, kind of talent that we want to attract to the park, the kind of companies that we want to attract to the park. They want to see an opportunity for their employees to walk to work, to bike to work, to have places to eat, have places for them to connect with each other around cafes. And so we think it's very, very important, again, for the city to pursue this vision because we think it's central for us growing downtown Richmond.
Thank you, Chandra. We're so glad you're in Richmond and focused on growing an innovation district in downtown. Next, let's hop over to downtown's Riverfront. The James River's a special place, a natural resource that for centuries has been a key to Richmond's unique urban beauty, economy, and quality of life, and serves as an untamed natural retreat in the middle of a bustling historic and urban environment. One of the city's greatest assets, the T. Tyler Potterfield Memorial Bridge, clocks in more than 500,000 crossing annually as people make their way between Browns Island and Manchester. With help from the community and Robbins Foundations, Venture Richmond invested $70,000 in redesigning the approach ramp to the Potterfield Bridge and contributed to the 30% design plans in partnership with the city's Department of Public Works. The changes will make access to crossing the river even better. Additionally, nearly 2 million people visited downtown's riverfront and the surrounding James River Park system trails. To help them find their way, Venture Richmond recently installed redesigned downtown map kiosks along the Canal Walk and the Virginia Capitol Trail, and new Welcome to the Canal Walk signs at all 20 of the Canal Walk's access points. Along the Canal Walk near the Tidewater Locks, Venture Richmond added a new 400-square-foot public deck space, and 30 feet of bicycle access ramps were installed on the stairs leading to the deck to increase bicycle access on the Canal Walk. Now let's hear from Venture Richmond's Riverfront Committee Chair, John Gregory.
I'm John Gregory. I'm a developer with Lynx Ventures. I serve on the Board of Trustees for Venture Richmond, and I'm also the chair of the Riverfront Committee. I've lived in Richmond all my life. Browns Island is really the centerpiece of the James River Park system, which is the greatest asset that we have here in downtown Richmond. The Browns Island Improvement Plan went through a long open shred process, got a lot of great feedback from all across the city, and there have been a lot of things that people have been asking for that have gone into the plans, from opportunities for shade, restrooms, the ability to host more and larger events. Projects like Sturgeon Cove will allow families to get close and interact with the water. The Browns Island improvements feed directly into the city's riverfront plan, which is doing so much to bring new employers, new jobs, new residents, new life into the heart of Richmond. My family's favorite is to go over the Potterfield Bridge and get an up-close view of the river. The James River Park system is really the crown jewel of downtown Richmond.
Thank you, John, for volunteering your time and talents to chair the Riverfront Committee. While not all Venture Richmond's events are on the riverfront, last year's most successful event was. The Richmond Folk Festival, which showcases our riverfront like few other events, had its most successful year ever in 2022. In its 18th year, the largest folk festival of its kind in the country showed no signs of slowing down, as 230,000 attendees streamed towards the James River to enjoy this feast for the senses with 3 full days of picture-perfect weather. This year's accolades included Virginia Living Magazine's Best Festival and Richmond Magazine's Best Music Festival. And if that wasn't enough, Style Weekly named Venture Richmond and the festival's 800 volunteers Richmonders of the Year. A huge thank you to our sponsors and all who made a drop in the bucket, generating $150,000 in donations. Mark your calendars for October 13th through 15th this year. We're going to do it all again. The 2023 Friday Cheers Concert Series season kicks off on Browns Island Friday, May 5th with another stellar lineup. This season headliners include Snail Mail, Sierra Farrell, and Tank and the Bangas. Don't forget to mark your calendars for May 26th for the RVA Music Night when we feature Butcher Brown, Cellar Dwellers, and more. Tickets are on sale now. Please visit the website, venturerichmond.com, for season tickets. Dominion Energy River Rock, produced with our partners, the Sports Backers, has helped to build a stronger appreciation for the value of our outdoor recreation on our riverfront and beyond. Designed to promote Richmond's unique downtown riverfront, trails, and whitewater rapids to outdoor enthusiasts, 2022 included more than 1,500 athletes, 15 events, and was named one of Richmond Magazine's best non-musical events and festivals. The 2023 music lineup has already been announced, and folks can't wait to see headliners like 49 Winchester, Neil Francis, and Kitchen Dwellers. We look forward to being back on the riverfront this year, May 19th through the 21st, to celebrate the 15th anniversary of this festival. In 2022, the 2nd Street Festival marked its 34th year in Jackson Ward, but Hurricane Ian made its way to town and a state of emergency meant the outdoor neighborhood event was forced to cancel. But hip-hop legend Grandmaster Flash, the festival headliner, offered a multi-sensory show free to a packed house at the Hippodrome. Join us this October 7th and 8th as we celebrate the big 35th anniversary of 2nd Street Festival in historic Jackson Ward. Thank you again to all our sponsors whose support makes our events possible. The beauty of our riverfront and the many events held there also make it a vibrant place to do business. Local Fortune 500 company CoStar's Global Research Center is situated across from Browns Island in the riverfront. Let's hear from Nadia O'Day about the $450 million development that will enhance the current CoStar site.
Good morning, I'm Nadia O'Day. I'm the Senior Director of Corporate Real Estate at CoStar Group. CoStar Group was attracted to Richmond, Virginia because of the wonderful universities, the amazing people, the spectacular views, all the wonderful things to do down here, the art, the community, and the food. I am very excited for the new construction down at 600 Tredegar. We've just started moving dirt and the groundwork, and we anticipate in early 2026, we will deliver 2 beautiful buildings equaling approximately 750,000 square feet. We feel very fortunate to have the access to this particular site. We think it's one of the most spectacular sites along the entire East Coast, overlooking the beautiful James River at the fall line. We want to share that with our staff. We want to share that with the community. We're working to create a destination with our retail, with food and beverage, which I'm personally looking forward to, with green spaces. That's really the importance of this site. This is a site that's important to the city. It's important to our executive team, our senior leadership, and the entire community, and we want to be able to share that. We acquired 901 Sums, a 117,000 square foot building in Manchester in 2022. And we did some minor renovations and moved staff in. We already have over 300 employees there in anticipation of delivering our corporate campus, which is slated to complete in 2026.
Exciting plans from CoStar, who also has office space in Manchester. And after 5 years of working with Manchester developers, businesses, and neighborhood organizations, we're excited to announce that in January, City Council voted unanimously to expand the service district across the river to Manchester. So Clean and Safe is coming to Manchester. I can tell you that as a Broad Street business owner, Clean and Safe makes a huge difference on our sidewalks. Now, let's hear from Councilwoman Ellen Robertson, who represents the 6th District of the City of Richmond, which includes Manchester. Councilwoman Robertson was instrumental in the expansion of the service district into one of downtown's most vibrant neighborhoods.
I am Ellen Robertson. I have served on City Council since 2003. I represent the 6th District, which includes Manchester. So the expansion of the Clean and Safe with Venture Richmond into Manchester is a great movement, and it's been 100% supported by all members of City Council. We've had a lot of growth in Manchester. Lots of local developers have invested billions of dollars in this community. We've seen thousands of new residents come in. And it's important at this stage of our growth and development in Manchester that we partner with Venture Richmond. So the wow factor of Manchester, it's a unique place. There is no place like this in Richmond. No building is the same. Everything is uniquely individualized that fits into the fabric of the community and the residents that live here. We often talk about the river as being the spine of the city. And one of the things that we have wanted to do for years was to bring the north side of the river and the south side of the river together to mirror what the real image of the city is on both sides, both north and south. And this joint venture with Venture Richmond is a perfect bridge to expand upon that opportunity.
Thank you again, Councilwoman Robertson, for your leadership and all that you do for our district, downtown, the city, and the region. There's so much happening in our downtown, and we're so excited to work with all of our partners in 2023. Thank you for joining us today.